Here is Ender, brand new puppy from Zauberberg Kennels at 9 weeks old. The very first training session in the brand new room for her. She has never been there. So the purpose of this session is to show her, number one, that the environment is positive, nothing to worry about. And in addition to that, that the environment means that food is available. The other objective, of course, is that the food is available in 3 different places. My left hand, my right hand, and later on it's being tossed. It's coming from me, but it's engaged in away from me. Those are the 3 things, believe it or not, a dog should be solid on. Once we start real training and asking for behaviors, we don't want to struggle with the dog searching for the food or guessing where the food is going to be obtained. Also, I'm trying, after she has gotten a pretty good idea now, I'm trying to make her drive for the food a little bit, which means push into my hand or move and push into my hand. Here I'm tossing for the first time. It's important that you toss very slowly so the dog can follow the motion and direction without wondering where it is and how to get it, and then sniffing the ground in order to find it. Then we take a chance that we encourage or teach the dog that sniffing the ground is actually leading to obtaining food. Here it was, a little bit of driving to my hand, moving. Here it is again. I like to do that predominantly with my left hand, because the left hand side is where healing is going to be later on. So since behaviors are oriented in the direction reward is coming from, I like to do maybe 80% reward on the left and only 20 on the right. Believe it or not, it makes a difference. The dog, a difference in reference. The dog definitely realizes if I'm on his left or on his right. So it's 2 different things. Just because the dog eats out of a hand doesn't mean that it doesn't matter which hand it is. It matters if it's yours or mine, and it matters where it's at. So I'm emphasizing here, very first session, that it's possible left or right or away from me. Here she gets rewarded for going after it. We need apprehension, or I was taught it's the wrong word, persuasiveness. And this session here is about 8 minutes long, and she gets fed all her whole meal within those 8 minutes, but just from me, not out of a dish. At this phase especially, I don't like to use a dish at all. All food comes from me. And this is not treats. This is the kibble that has been soaked. And yep, it can be a little challenging for some people, but that's what I'm going through, just to make a point that, hey, the only food you get is coming from me. So that's where we're not starving the dog. I have the whole meal in my pocket. It's measured. So if you get lustless, or if you get into other things but eating the food from me, then maybe you're full and maybe we save the rest for later. It is also to be noted that I'm not talking. I'm not enticing the dog, ta-ta-ta, come to me, eat from me. No, it's all silently done. You come to me, you engage with me, you get some food, and you get it in those 3 different places, as I said. Here she is unfortunately finding some leftover of somewhat food on the ground, and we definitely see that maybe this session for the first time might be a little too long for the very first time, because I usually don't want to get to a place in a session where the dog is not or is less and less engaging with me. He moves toward me. I present the food. I don't know what that was. She jumped away. Maybe she thought I was going to toss it. I have no idea. But like I said, it's brand new dog, first time in the training room, and that's what you get. And I like to show you what could happen unedited in the process from 0. This here is 0. No behaviors are asked for. Dog doesn't have to do anything but learn the magazine, dispensing the food, 2 hands, and toss. That's the only objective I have. Now she's completely disengaging, and I'm gonna break up that session, and that's the end.